Mindy, can you come pick up this old hag? We're newlyweds. You should be the one taking care of her.
Laura, it's been a while. By old hag, are you referring to our mother?
Of course I'm talking about your mother. Take this shabby-looking, stinky old hag to your house.
Stop making rude remarks. She's my mother.
I don't care. It's true, isn't it? She's a poor old hag. If you don't come pick her up, I'll kick her out.
Laura, my mother wanted to live with my brother, not me. My brother wanted that too. And yet, to say such things is so rude to all of us. My mother is nowhere near poor or shabby looking.
You just don't want to think that because she's your mother, and you owe her for raising you guys as a single parent. But to someone like me who grew up in a wealthy family, she just seems poor. I feel sorry for you, but that is the truth.
If you feel sorry for me, then why not just stop being rude? Your words make me sad, you know. What is it about my mother that you don't like so much?
She's a terrible cook.
What?
Her dishes are nothing but unappetizing. She's such a bad cook, and her clothes look like they were bought at a thrift shop. I can't believe she has such bad taste in fashion.
My mother is cooking? Really?
Of course she'd be cooking for us. We're letting her live with us, so she should at least do some chores.
That's my mother's line.
I know you guys were raised by a single parent and don't have any money, but it's wrong for you to force your baggage on us. Jessie works for a nice company. Without this baggage, we could live a wealthy life.
If you have time to talk ill of our mother behind her back, why don't you just go face my brother?
What do you mean by that? Jessie and I are doing just fine.
I suggest you have a talk with him, but if you say that's unnecessary, it's your choice. Anyway, my mother is my important family. I won't tolerate you bad-mouthing her. If you really want to get rid of her, discuss it directly with my brother. Or is there any reason you can't do that?
It makes Jessie happy to see me being nice to his mother. And he buys me gifts at Saks Fifth to thank me. But if he figures out I dislike his mother, it will be troublesome. That's why I need you guys to take care of this issue. Okay?
I see. This is all for your own personal benefits. But unfortunately, I cannot solve your problem on my own. If you really want my mother to move out, you'll have to talk to my brother. But I would advise you to talk it over with my mother as well. She's probably not the kind of person you think she is.
Why are you trying to make a big fuss about it? Just take your mother to your house and it'll all be solved. You'll later regret it if you don't help me out now.
You're the one who would regret it if you don't listen to my advice. Bye then.
1 week later. The storm was pretty bad today. By the way, something funny happened. Do you want to hear about it?
Something funny? Well, I have an idea what you're talking about.
I kicked out the poor old hag on this stormy day. Now, the house is all ours. You should have listened to me when I told you to pick her up. I wonder how she's doing right now.
You really are the worst. That house was my mother's family house. How dare you kick her out and take over that place?
I'm just giving you back your mother, who has no money. You and your mother can live a happy, poor life together.
You're being selfish. What do you think my brother will think when he finds out about this?
Make sure you tell Jessie this is not my fault. Your mother left on her own. You don't want to destroy our marriage, do you? Then team up with me and get our story straight.
Huh?
Your mother is unneeded in our house since she has no money. So, in order to take over this house, I kicked her out during the storm.
My mother is with us right now at her second house.
Second house?
You're an idiot.
Huh? I never heard she had a second house.
We're all gathering at this huge second house, which has an inside pool, gym, and also a theater room. There's even a lake so we can enjoy fishing when the weather's nice. I think my brother is coming later.
You must have gone crazy. Are you talking about a dream or something?
Oh, right. You didn't know my mother was a super wealthy woman with lots of assets. We've lived a richer life than you can ever imagine.
Wealthy with lots of assets? I don't understand what you're saying.
That's right. I'm so sorry. It must be difficult for normal people to understand. Not that I care if you don't understand.
Hey, explain it to me so I can understand. What's going on?
My mother only lived in that house to spend time with my brother and his wife. But since you kicked her out, she invited me and my husband to come live with her in her second house.
You guys never told me you had other homes.
We intentionally didn't tell you about it. My brother thought it'd be better to pretend we were normal so that you won't cringe at the difference in our standard of living. My mother loves my brother, so she respected his opinion and tried her best to be normal. Dreaming of a happy, normal life with him and you, she tried getting along with you, but she gave up. Your personality was so awful that she decided it was impossible. Also, she has become tired of adjusting things to your level.
My level?
My mom could have dressed in high-brand clothes and taken out food from super fancy restaurants. But she didn't, because she was pretending to be normal, just like you. As soon as she was kicked out, I picked her up and took her to our second house. Now we're partying with family and friends, enjoying delicious food and wine, so don't bother us. I don't think my mother will ever live with you again, so no worries about that.
Are you saying that for real? Your mother has a luxurious second house and is having a party? I can't believe it. She was wearing clothes that looked like they were bought at a thrift shop.
That was just another effort to adjust her living standards to yours. You should have thanked her.
That means your mother pretended to be poor when she's really rich.
I don't think she was pretending to be poor. She was just pretending to live in your standard of living.
Are you trying to say I'm poor?
I wouldn't say such rude things, but compared to my mother's living standards, that can't be denied. Anyway, you have no eyes to see other people who they really are, nor the heart to appreciate and respect your mother-in-law.
No, wait. If she's rich, it's a different story. I didn't know she was that wealthy. I thought she was just a poor old hag, just making us pay extra living expenses.
You are so rude. It doesn't matter if you're poor or rich. We became family by fate, and she wanted to get along with you. But all you did was talk down to her.
I didn't mean to sound like that, but...
There's no point in arguing with someone like you. My mother has realized that too, so there is no need for you to live with her anymore. So please get out of that house.
Why do I need to get out of the house? This is our house.
You know you don't have any rights to the house, right? My mother is going to tell my brother as soon as he arrives, but that house was purchased by my mother, which means she is the one who owns it.
Really?
I'm surprised you didn't even know that. I don't know if my mother kept it from you or if you're just too insensitive, but the truth is that my mother let you guys live there as a wedding gift.
I didn't know that. I thought Jesse bought this house.
My brother is a sole proprietor right now, so it's impossible for him to get such a big loan. But since you became my mother's enemy, I'm sure she'll make sure you don't get anything from her.
Even the house?
She says she won't lend him money as long as he's with you.
Lend money?
My brother just started a private business. It used to be a side business, but he's slowly turning it into a full-fledged business. So his job at the old company has become his side business.
I had no idea. So he doesn't work for that company anymore?
You know nothing about this, do you? Or maybe you just ignored what he told you, not being able to understand what he said.
What happens when your mother stops lending him money?
His private business won't be able to continue. It will fail. My mother has done so much for my brother, and he was this close to success, but it's all ruined because of you.
Mindy, I'm sorry for making you feel unhappy because of my misunderstanding. But now I understand it all. Let's reconcile.
Reconcile?
Will you tell your mother to come back to our house? I can go pick her up at the second house. Is it better for me to stay the night there with you guys? I can join the party too, right?
You must be kidding.
Why?
It's too late now. My mother has already decided to cut ties with you. I've been telling you several times, but she won't live with you anymore. Maybe you'll never see her again.
Wait a minute. So you really meant it when you told me to get out of this house? I have nowhere else to go. Plus, it would affect Jesse's work too.
It's none of our business. You brought this on yourself, didn't you? To put it bluntly, you turned my mother against you by your own actions. I gave you advice to discuss things with my brother and mother, didn't I? You should have listened to me.
Then you should have told me all about it in the first place.
Tell you what?
That your mother had money. Then I wouldn't have kicked her out.
To change your attitude based on their money is what the worst kind of people do. It's only natural for a person like you to be cut off by my mother, don't you think?
Mindy, this is bad. Jesse's been calling me like crazy. I think he found out what happened.
Yes, my brother just arrived. My mother told him everything that she has been holding back until now.
No way. Oh no.
That's right. You're finished. Just talk to my brother. You called my mother a poor old hag, but isn't that what you'll be like in 10 years? After that. In the end, Jesse found out about everything, and Laura was confronted with divorce. He decided to sell the house and told her to get out. She cried in despair. She apologized desperately to her mother-in-law and begged for forgiveness, but the entire family ignored Laura. Laura was kicked out of her house and abandoned by her own parents. If only she had been kinder to others, she would have been able to live a wealthy life for the rest of her life. While working from morning till night at a factory, she reflects on her own attitude every day. It sounds tough, but she deserved it, so it can't be helped. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Otherwise, please let us know what you think in the comments section below. Please subscribe to our channel. Your ratings and comments will help us in the future. We also have many other inspirational videos. Please take a look at the videos on our channel. See you in the next video.